Meet Sam Richardson. He's lived in a small village on the north coast of Cornwall all his life. But his community is changing. Of the friends he grew up with, he's the only one left.
Second home, second home, second home. 2 more second homes up there around the corner. There's a new one being built up there. You can see them blasting out areas of the cliff.
It feels to Sam they're blasting out the very community itself. Almost half of the houses here are second homes. Where once Sam's friends lived and loved, empty windows now stare out at quietening streets. And here's the problem. People come down here on holiday. They see a gorgeous pub, they see a shop with gifts. They think, I know, I'll buy a house nearby. But then they come here 2 or 3 times a year. And before they know it, the pub's had to shut and so's the shop.
But when the winter comes, so many of these places have got to close because they just can't pay the bills through the winter because there's not enough people here.
And with businesses disappearing and less homes to go round, the feeling is Cornwall is no longer for the Cornish.
It's the fact as well for me that they've had to leave to make way for second homes. For people that are, living out of county. It's kind of, it almost destroys a lot of the living history that we still have here. It's quite heartbreaking.
Sam's written a song about it, and his voice speaks for people across the West Country, forced to migrate east. But it doesn't have to be this way. Sam wants councils to cap the number of second homes to give Cornish communities a fighting chance of survival. I put his idea to MP Steve Double. Steve has ideas too.
One of the ways is having some sort of licensing scheme so that the local authority can manage the number in any given area, or potentially looking at requiring change of use on planning.
Another option, increasing the amount of council tax due on second homes. Plans were in place, but last week they were kicked into the long grass. The government says it's in consultation to find a way out, but for Sam, talk is cheap.
I see government blaming local councils and councils blaming local government. We don't want blame, we want action. We want actual real moves to make a difference. Because the reality is that people are struggling. And they're struggling more than they've ever struggled. I don't really care whose fault it is. I want a solution now.
Cornish people are angry. This second home was graffitied, allegedly by a pensioner. That anger is heating up like the August sun. But so's the problem, and neither looks to be cooling off anytime soon. Jeff Moody, GB News.